Come to order. If you are going to testify, please raise your right hand.
Your Honor, I'm having problems with video for some reason.
Who is that?
Denise Graves, sorry.
Ms. Graves.
There it goes. It popped up. Maybe, hopefully. Luckily, you can't see me screaming right now. Great.
You down on the list, so keep trying, Denise, and we'll get you in.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Christopher, go ahead and swear him.
Yes, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're giving today is true and correct, so help you God?
I do.
Thank
All
you.
right.
I do.
All right, cause number 6, the state of Catherine Melvina Cooling.
Present, Your Honor.
Present, Your Honor.
And your state counselor.
I'm here today with the applicant and the 2 witnesses. I will start with witness Robert Ray Cooling. Robert, can you state your full name for the court, please?
Robert Ray Cooling.
Can you speak up because they might not hear you?
Robert Ray Cooling.
Got it.
Cooling.
Is it true that you live in Livingston, Texas?
That's correct.
How are you familiar with Catherine Melvina Corbett Cooling Triola?
Since she was 13 years old.
What is your relationship to her?
Husband.
Your current husband or ex-husband?
Ex-husband.
Your ex-husband. Okay. Is it true that your ex-wife died May 6th of 2022?
Yes.
And her main residency was in Baytown, Chambers County, Texas.
Correct.
Correct. And as far as she knows, she has been married twice.
That's correct.
One time to you, and you divorced her in 1981.
Correct.
And one time to Charles Joseph Triola, who died in 1997.
Who?
Charles.
Yes.
Joseph.
Correct.
Okay. Your wife, did she ever adopt any children?
No.
Would you have known if she did?
Yes.
Your wife had 2 children, is that correct?
That's correct.
Patrick Lee Cooling and Michael Stewart Cooling.
Correct.
Correct. And her parents both predeceased her. They were already dead before she died.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And are you being paid for your testimony today?
No.
Are you inheriting anything from her?
No.
Okay. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Cooling. Thank you, Judge. Mr. Cooling, we've already spoken, have we not?
Yes, correct.
Right. It was enjoyable. It was nice to see you in the flesh today. I understand that both of the boys are children of the marriage with you and Catherine. I'm going to call her Catherine. She has so many names. Oh, is that acceptable?
Yeah.
All right. And Patrick is the one that's wanting to be the executor of the estate through a independent administration. And you believe that he's capable of doing that?
That's correct.
All right. Now, all of you gentlemen present, and I'm referring to all of you, have you been able to find a will?
Did you find a will?
Not a valid will. No.
Okay. So, you haven't found a will that was signed by the decedent and witnessed and all of the particulars.
Correct.
And that's why we're wanting to request the court to do an independent administration of her estate, correct? Yes?
Yeah, declaration of heresy, yes.
Actually, we're only
Yes.
doing heirship today. We're not pursuing the administration today.
Oh, okay, good. So on that's also a determination of the necessity of an heirship to be determined, and no will is the first step to finding that, okay? So who are the heirs? And if I am correct, the two heirs to this estate are sitting before the court today, correct?
No, Michael is not here.
Both of you. Oh, I'm sorry. So who is to the left?
It is
My-
the decedent's brother. He's the secondary witness.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice to see you. So you know of no other heirs other than the two sons that were born during the marriage to you, Mr. Cooling, is that correct?
You what? No,
The only children that you know that Catherine had during her lifetime or adopted, either by birth or adoption, is the two sons that are before the court today. One of them to be the independent administrator, and the other is a younger son, but it's Patrick Lee Cooling and Michael Stewart Cooling. That's the two heirs of Catherine
correct.
Cooling.
Mike's not here. He's got. parking.
That's okay. But you're telling the court that to your knowledge, there's only two heirs to the estate
That is
that is
correct.
before the court today. Those
That's
two
correct.
sons, correct?
Correct.
Good. And of course, no one's asking you to do this. These are your sons, and you would be here in order to be with them during this kind of serious situation today. I thank you for your testimony, and you've already told me that you gain nothing except to help your children do what the court wants them to do.
That's correct.
Correct? Thank you very much. Pass the witness.
All right, Counselor, call your next witness.
Okay, my next witness is Patrick James Corbett Jr. Mr. Patrick, can you state your full name for the court?
Patrick James Corbett Jr.
How are you related to Miss Catherine?
I am her brother.
You are her brother. Can you speak a little louder?
I am her brother.
Thank you. Is it true that your sister died May 6th of 2022?
Yes,
And at the time of her death, she had a place of residence in Baytown, Chambers County?
yes,
Okay. At the time of her death, she was a single, divorced, widowed woman.
yes,
As we heard earlier, she had two children, Patrick Lee Cooling and Michael Stewart Cooling.
yes,
Would you have known if she had any other babies?
yes,
Did she have any other babies?
no,
Did she ever adopt any children?
no,
Did she ever take care of other children that were not her own?
no,
Okay. And as we heard before, she was married twice. Once to Mr. Cooling, right next to you,
yes,
and she married him at the age of 15. Is that correct?
yes,
And then she divorced him and then married Mr. Triola. Is that correct as well?
correct.
She and Mr. Triola never had any babies.
No, they didn't.
Okay. And then Mr. Triola died and made her a widow.
Yes,
Okay. So you are here today. Are you being compensated for your testimony?
no,
Are you inheriting anything from your sister?
no,
Okay. Are you aware of any searches that have been made to find the will?
no,
No, you don't. Did she ever discuss having a will with you?
no.
Okay, I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Counselor.
We also, in our discussion before today, determined that you live next to one of the heirs. Is that correct? Hello?
Well, I live in Baytown, Texas. And Pat lives, Webster, Texas?
No. It's
I live-
Michael, it's Dad that lives next to Michael.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay. So, going back to, you've been asked all the questions that I would normally ask you, and I tried to find another marriage, but you're telling the court that she did not marry after her second husband died in 97, that to the date of her death in 22, she did not remarry anyone, correct?
Correct.
And no, there was no child adopted or taken into her household to raise during during her lifetime. That's not before the court. These two boys that she gave birth to during her marriage to Mr. Cooling are all the children that are her heirs to the decedent, Catherine, correct?
Correct.
All right. And you've not been promised anything, and you're strictly here to help your family, these boys, to ascertain what the estate is, and through the Texas law, then for the heirship to be determined. And you're telling the court today that the two heirs of Miss Cooling, well, there's a lot of names, Your Honor, the two heirs of Catherine Melvina Corbett Cooling Triola, also known as Catherine Corbett Cooling, also known as Catherine Cooling Triola, also known as Catherine Melvina Cooling Triola, are the two boys that were born to her during her lifetime and no one else, correct?
Correct.
All right. Pass the witness. Thank you very much.
I have no further witnesses, Your Honor. We're only doing the airship today.
And Ms. Clapper, I see you signed off on the judgment declaring heirship.
I did, Your Honor, and we did the normal look at marriages, death certificates, death obituaries and everything to see if there was anyone else out there. And I can confirm through that wonderful report that my Cynthia Clark helps me put together that the two boys before the court today are the heirs of the estate.
I'm gonna approve the judgment declaring heirship. Have y'all agreed to an ad item fee?
I submitted a statement of fees, but it's whatever the I have not heard back on that one.
I've not
How much,
seen it, but I've
how much was that, Ms. Clapper?
$750.
We have no objections, Your Honor. I'm just not sure, is this the fee that we were submitted already to the court, or do we need to send another check? I don't know.
If you haven't paid the ad item fees, then it's $750. I don't know what you submitted to the court.
At the time of filing, we had to submit an ad litem fee.
No.
Okay, we will send a check.
Okay, then I'm gonna approve that $750 ad item fee. And then we'll hold on the independent administration.
Thank you.
All right, thank you all. Have a good day.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
May we be excused?
You may be. Cause number 9, the state of Dana K. Henson. Mr. Penny, good
Morning, Your
morning.
Honor.
You may proceed, Council.
All right, Dana K. Henson Armour died on October 12, 2025 in Chambers County, Texas at the age of 89, and 4 years have not elapsed since the date of her death. The court has jurisdiction and venue over the estate because she had a fixed place of residence in Chambers County. She died with a will signed on January 3rd, 2018, which has been submitted to the court. Citation's been served. A necessity exists for the administration of the estate. To the best of my knowledge, the will filed for probate was never revoked by Miss Armour. No state governmental agency nor charitable organization is named by the will as a devisee. After the date of the will, no child was born or adopted by decedent. No marriage was ever dissolved after the will was made, either by divorce, annulment, or declaration the marriage was void. To the best of my knowledge, she did not apply for or receive Medicaid benefits after March 1, 2005. Her will named Stephen Wayne Armour to serve as independent executor to act without bond or other security. All beneficiaries consent to an independent administration, and to the best of my knowledge, the proof required for probate has been made. Stephen Wayne Armour is not disqualified by law from accepting letters testamentary or from serving as executor, as entitled to such letters, and is the person named in decedent's will.
Everybody admits the will to probate and authorize letters. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. All right, call number 18, the state of Abraham Bagby. Mr. Wilson, good morning.
We're here, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning.
If
And with
you'll,
the,
raise your right hand, please, whoever's going to testify.
That's you, Elaine. Yeah, there you go.
Christie, you're muted.
Just
It,
just sit there and he's gonna ask you some questions.
Okay.
You couldn't hear me from here? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're giving today is true and correct, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
You can put your hand down. You may proceed, Counselor.
All right. Is your name Elaine Ann Bagby?
Yes, it is.
So can you provide the address in which you currently live at? Well, just where the house is at.
34. Oh, wait, 4239. 43, 39.
Anahuac, Texas,
Yeah.
77514.
Right.
Okay, thank you. So
Getting about it.
that's all right. So isn't it true that you were married to Abraham Bagby?
Yes.
And Abraham Bagby is now deceased,
Yes.
correct? And isn't it true that he died on September 9th, 2025?
Yes.
And at that time, he was living at that residence
Yes.
in Anahuac, Texas, which is in Chambers County,
Yes.
and he died at the age of 90.
Yes.
Now, you provided me with a will, correct?
Right.
And we provided that to the court, and you
Yes.
reviewed that will.
Sure did.
Were you around Abraham when he wrote that will?
No, I wasn't.
But
He did it on his own.
he did it on his own,
Right.
correct? And y'all were married whenever he made
Yeah.
that will.
Yes.
So he was not 18, he was older than 18 when he
Yes.
made that will. And and as far as you know, he was of sound mind.
He was.
Okay. In that will, we went over it and you saw it, and that will that the judge has before him today, that is the original will.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And he never canceled or revoked that will. And since we filed this probate, 4 years have not gone by since Abraham has passed.
Right.
And Abraham, he was a resident of Texas,
Right.
and he lived here in Chambers County.
Yes, he did.
And from the time that will was made, you and him didn't have any other children.
No.
Y'all didn't adopt any children.
No.
Just whatever it was is the way now.
That's right.
And y'all never got a divorce.
Nope.
Okay. Now, when you read that will, did Abraham leave anything to the state of Texas or the federal government or any other municipality?
No.
And he didn't receive any Medicaid benefits, did he?
No.
And are you, Elaine Ann Bagby, named in the will as the independent executor of that estate?
Yes, I am.
And you're not disqualified from receiving letters testamentary, are you?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been convicted of a crime of theft, fraud, or any type of moral turpitude?
Nope.
And is there any reason that you should not be appointed by this court to be the independent executor of the estate of Abraham Bagby?
Nope.
Do you request that this court admit the will into probate and issue letters testamentary as independent executor and to serve without bond?
Right.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Everybody move forward, probate and authorized letter. Thank you, Counselor.
Yep, thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, call number 19, the state of Doyle Folsom.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Lewis, and you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll be providing testimony today. Drew Lewis on behalf of the applicant, Cheryl Folsom. The decedent, Doyle Folsom, died on December 17th, 2025 in Baytown, Harris County, Texas at the age of 88 years. At the time of his death, he was domiciled in a fixed place of residence in Chambers County, Texas. The document we filed with the court, which purports to be the decedent's last will and testament, was signed on November 29th, 2018. And I'd like to ask the court to take judicial notice that they have the original will.
Go down.
Thank you, Your Honor. To the best of my knowledge, the will we filed with the court was not revoked by the decedent prior to his death. A necessity exists for the administration of this estate. Decedent's will names no state, government agency, or charitable organization as a beneficiary. After the date the will was made, no children were born to or adopted by the decedent, nor was a marriage of the decedent dissolved after the will was made. Decedent's will names the applicant, Cheryl Folsom, to serve as independent executor without bond. To the best of my knowledge, the applicant is not disqualified from serving in her capacity as independent executor of the estate, and upon taking her oath would qualify to serve as such. It's not a taxable estate. No parties request the appointment of appraisers. Who would ask the court to admit the last will and testament of the decedent, Doyle Folsom, to probate, appoint the applicant Cheryl Folsom to serve as independent executor without bond, and issue letters testamentary.
Right, Mr. Will, probate. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
You too. All right, cause number 20, the state of Randolph, Walden, Miller. Ms. Graves, did you get your? There you are.
But I need to be sworn at now.
Right. Go ahead, raise your right hand.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're giving today is true and correct, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and you may proceed.
The decedent, Randolph W. Miller, died on December 30th, 2025 in Baytown, Harris County, Texas, at the age of 77 years, and 4 years have not elapsed since the date of his death. The court has jurisdiction and venue over the estate, and that decedent was domiciled and had a fixed place of residence in Beach City, Chambers County, Texas. To the best of my knowledge, decedent died testate, and the document dated July 30th of 2024, which has previously been filed with the clerk, was never revoked so far as I know, and the decedent's will was self-proved. Citation has been served and returned in the manner and for the length of time required by the Texas Estates Code. A necessity exists for the administration of the estate. After the date of the will, no child was born or adopted by the decedent. No marriage of the decedent was ever dissolved after the will was made. No Medicaid benefits were ever applied for. The will further named his daughter, Kimberly Gail Miller, to serve as independent executrix, and she's not disqualified from accepting letters or from serving as such, and is entitled to such letters without bond. The will did not leave any property to a charity or governmental agency, and it's a non-taxable estate, and we're asking the court to waive the appointment of appraisers and to admit the will to probate. Nothing further.
Well done. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
All right, last but not least, cause number 21, the state of Philip Hedden. Good morning, Ms. Dennis.
Good morning, Judge.
And you may proceed.
Thank you. Would you please state your full name for the record?
My name is Paula Arnold Hedden.
And you're the wife of Mr. Hedden, the decedent?
Yes, I am.
And did he die on October 23rd, 2025?
Yes, ma'am.
And at the time of death, he was residing in Chambers County, Texas. Is that correct?
That's correct.
He had a will dated September 17th, 2025. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And it was a holographic or handwritten will?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And to your knowledge, he never revoked that will, did he?
No, ma'am.
Did he have a child or did he adopt any children after that will was made?
No, he did not.
At the time of the execution of the will, was Mr. Hedden of sound mind and at least 18 years of age?
Yes, he was.
Has 4 years elapsed since we filed this application and his date of death?
No, ma'am.
Did he give anything to a charity or the state of Texas or any other municipality?
No,
A necessity exists for the administration of this estate, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And he appointed you, Paula Hedden, as the independent executor?
Yes, he did.
And he waived any bond?
Yes.
Okay. And is there any reason why you would not be qualified to serve as the executor of the estate?
No, there's not.
I pass this witness, Judge.
No questions, Counselor. All right, any other testimony?
I do have two other witnesses, Judge, because it's holographic.
Wait, right, are they with you there?
Yes, Judge, I'm sorry. They're going to move over into the frame.
Okay.
I'm on a laptop and it's not letting me. Sorry about
That's
that.
okay.
Have they been sworn in, Ms.
Yeah.
Dennis?
Yes, they were sworn in when we, they were all in the frame at that time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you may proceed with your next witness.
Thank you. Would you please state your full name for the record?
Linda Keys.
And you were personally acquainted with Mr. Hedden, the
Yes.
decedent?
Yes, I was.
And how are you acquainted with him?
That's my brother.
Okay, and I'm going to show you his handwritten will, which is right here. Do you recognize that signature?
Yes, I do.
And is that signature Mr. Hedding's?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and to your best of your knowledge, this will that's dated September 17th, he was of sound mind and at least 18 years of age when he made this will.
Yes, he was.
I'll pass this witness, Judge.
No questions. Call your next witness, Counselor.
Thank you. And would you please state your name for the record?
Charles Philip Hedden.
And are you personally acquainted with Mr. Hedden?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's your acquaintance with him?
He was my father.
So you know his signature, is that correct?
Yes.
And I'm showing you this handwritten will that he wrote. Is that his signature right there? Do you recognize it as his signature?
That is definitely his signature.
Okay, and at the time that he wrote this will, Do you believe he was of sound mind and at least 18 years of age?
Yes, ma'am.
I would pass this witness, Judge, and I'm done.
All right, everybody admits the will to probate and authorize letters. Thank you, ma'am.
Hey,
Have a
Judge,
good
may we
day.
be excused?
You may be.
Thank you.
Thank you.